This year's Exeter Pride on May the 10th once again promises to light up the streets in style in celebration of the LGBTQ plus community, but includes a special afternoon of activities focusing on the learning disabled, physically disabled and neurodivergent members of that community. Instigated by Reach Out, I talked to Samuel Pritchard from the organisation and Wayne McGee from Out There Exeter about plans for the day and why it's so important for everyone to get involved and to just be themselves.
Within kind of the LGBTQ plus community, I kind of have noticed that there's been a lack of representation from individuals that might have a learning disability, a physical disability, may require support with their mental health or being neurodivergent. So actually, they should be involved in events that happen within our community. They should be able to share their experiences and actually contribute to the LGBTQ plus community. So what this event is giving a platform within a safe space, being supported by Exeter Pride and being supported and collaborating with a lot of different local organisations to give that space for them for people to have fun, firstly, which is good, but also just so they can experience what Exeter Pride is like. I support individuals who are autistic, and if you were to say, a Pride event can be quite overwhelming. For myself, it's quite overwhelming. There's so many people around. So having an inclusive area where they can come along and be involved on, Exeter Pride Day is fantastic. So I want to start conversations about people that may have a learning disability. They can also be gay. It's one comment that I have had when I supported somebody was they aren't trans, they're autistic, and for me that resonated a hell of a lot because I thought actually they can be autistic but also transgender. There's not one box that you need to fit into. You can be in multiple boxes. So it's just educating, I think, as well.
There is connection actually between people with disabilities and LGBT people. So statistics show that there are higher percentage of people with who are LGBT with disabilities than the average population for various reasons, whether that's that the LGBT community are more inclusive, whether it's talking, but also due to other mental health issues, they seek more help. And so it might be highlighted. And so there's a big connection there.
Absolutely.
And actually they share there's quite commonality with abuse that LGBT people plus people receive in society and high crime rates against LGBT people, but there is with disabilities as well. So can you imagine having as a characteristic?
Yeah.
So I think that's quite important too.
Yeah.
We've got so many different people that are performing at the event, which is incredible. So we've got representation from the deaf community. They're coming to do a choir performance for us. We've got drag queens coming along. We've got transgender people that are going to perform on stage. A person that I support who is asexual and autistic, he's coming to perform. He's never performed on a stage and he's got like, oh, exciting but also quite anxious. I'm like, yeah, but you'll be brilliant. Like
he thanked you as well for giving the space, didn't he?
And I mean, Exeter Pride is one of the biggest Pride events in the UK, isn't it? And it's one of the longest running. So it's a very high profile event to start something like this. So do you think that, it may be something that branches out across all Pride events?
I want it. Yes, I want it to. I want it to. I really, really want it to. And Exeter Pride have been fantastic in terms of giving us this platform and giving us this space to do it. I mean, it's for 2.5 hours, and for somebody that has never arranged events, like I said when we started talking, oh my God, scary, but also incredibly exciting. The level of support I've had from so many different people in different areas. So Devon County Council, social services are kind of really pushing for the event. I've got like other charities as well within Exeter, so Sense, which are they support individuals who may be deaf or blind. The Deaf Academy as well from Exmouth are coming to get involved. My company that I work for are coming to get involved. So
going back to Exeter Pride, I don't think they realised as well how important this is. So I think Sam approached them with an idea a couple of months ago, and then I followed it up and said, hey, why don't, and I came up with a bit of a vision, why don't we give a workshop? Sam suggested we need a kind of a calmer, safer space than everything else that's going on in Pride, because it is a big event. It's a great event. There's so much going on, and they've really grown it, I think, this year as well, even more. But actually, there needs to be just a more calmer, quieter place. And I think they're recognising now that even next year they want to do something with what we're doing. So we're providing workshop, we're providing activities, but also performance space. And I think we're showing them actually this is something that needs to happen every year on a bigger scale as well. We need better representation and inclusion.
Tell me some of the highlights then. I mean, this is taking place in the afternoon on the 10th of May, isn't it?
So it's Saturday, the 10th of May,
Yeah.
2 until 5 o'clock. So we've gone from having a 2-hour event to a 2.5-hour event just because people are approaching us.
At the Phoenix Studio One. So that's upstairs. And so we're starting off with an hour of activity, aren't we?
Yeah.
Which includes...
So we've got kind of a disco photo corner, some visual art creations, an experience collage as well, which, you know, I want to listen to people's stories. I want to know what's going well with your experience with the LGBTQ community and what isn't going well. And then that can kind of push this group for next year. You know, I want to listen and learn, and
that allows people to give their narrative. So not everyone's comfortable in conversation. So actually doing an activity that allows them to draw their experience or put their experience on paper, it is a good way of communication.
Absolutely, particularly for the individuals that we are holding this event for, because, you know, having a conversation with somebody that might be autistic can be quite tricky, particularly because it's a difficult conversation as well. They may not want to, or they may not be verbal. They may want to sign. So I know Makaton and sign language, so I can provide a platform for them to still be involved within the conversation, but in a different way.
And that's one of the activities, is that we've got the Sing and Sign jukebox choir, Makaton choir, and they're going to teach whoever wants to be taught a song. I think they're going to teach
True Colours by Cyndi Lauper, I think.
Yeah. And then at the end, the last hour and a half will be performative, and the very last performance will be the Makaton choir get back up, but with audience participation, so those that have learned sign in Makaton.
I can imagine it'd be quite a moving experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, particularly over the last couple of weeks, like just emails that have been sent to us, and we had somebody's mum approached, didn't we, who her son is transgender. He's 16 years old, but he wants to come and perform with his girlfriend on the stage. And I was just like, oh my God, like I was quite moved by it, the fact that somebody was reaching out to me to give, and I was like, yes, we will make time for you to be on the stage. Like, it is.
Just to recap, Exeter Phoenix on Pride Day, 10th of May, Saturday, 2:30 upstairs, and then you can find information from the website. You can Google Out There Exeter, and all the information's on the website.
Brilliant. Samuel Pritchard from Reach Out and Wayne McGee from Out There Exeter talking about a new addition to Exeter Pride this year.